Hello everybody, my name is MagicalNPC and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. And as you can see, I did a little bit of structuring on this build project of mine. It's not much but honestly it's very flat. It does need to mix the moss and this green terracotta a bit better. Hold on. I got this, hold on. Break these. Alright, Mr. Enderman. This is Sparta! Oh, that's not good. That was not the plan! Ah! Bit ruined! Bit ruined! So, I want to get placing this lime terracotta so we can at least get the rest of the main structure of this build of the slime farm done. And so I have a actual proper AFK point. We need to go all the way up there, which is a very long distance. And I think I want to transition from this slime terracotta to another block. Just not sure what that block's going to be just yet. Oh, and one more thing. As it turns out, I figured this out. The top layer of my slime farm is completely pointless and does not work. Like, at all. As it turns out, slimes only spawn on specific Y levels in swamps. And the first layer is within that range. The second one isn't. So, yeah. I really need to look into these things more when I plan them, shouldn't I? Okay, so we need to lay this out just a bit. Thinking... And there's no real plan to this. I'm just going to kind of go to a point here and just build. So we're just going to do this for a bit. Let's see where this takes us. So I got the outside of the building kind of laid out. I still need to get a little bit taller, but we'll do something for that. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the shape. And I gotta say, it looks really good. So let me take you on a tour. And we might raise this up a bit to get up to that point. We'll see. Let's take a peek, see? So we have over here, this is going to be the human scale area. So we over here, into here. Got a nice area. We'll be able to walk into this room over here, where there's a slime, our slime farm is. I'll explain this hole in a second. Is there anything else? So yeah, it goes up. I don't have anything planned out for that area yet. Now, this is the tunnels that the slime output goes into now, because I've changed a little bit on how this farm works. So, essentially, plop the slime balls in. I gotta put the slime balls into the hoppers. So the slime balls will go down this water path into this room over here, which I intend to develop a bit better, into an auto crafter down there, which then turns them into slime blocks, which then puts the slime blocks into these chests. And the speed that the slime balls come in should never be enough to overpower the item sorter here. This is an item sorter. So, for example, if the item that was to go through here wasn't a slime ball, let's say it's my god apples, it would go into an overflow chest here. Or if we do overpower the hopper somehow, which doesn't happen often. It shouldn't happen too often. Normally, we wouldn't need to do all this complicated stuff with like this extra item sorter into this autocraft. We wouldn't need to do this most of the time. The problem is that I play with a data pack to give us mob heads. So, of course, if we run this farm long enough, we might get an extra mob head. So, you know, we don't want that. We don't want this extra we don't want a mob head to clog up the autocrafter. Not to mention, I'm not the best redstone engineer. So there's a good chance that if I were to build, like, there's a good chance that we might end up having, like, wrong mob drops come through here from time to time. So we want to avoid that. So this room here is going to be where farm outputs come in. So, for example, we have the moss farm running, and we have a decent amount of output here. So, it's just an item sorter. I did a lot of, like, sorting stuff. Cacti farm has a proper output now. It's all good. It's all good. The actual... the actual redstone stuff does not look pretty even in the slightest. But it's functional, and functional is more important. With that, there's also this area over here. I began working on this little cave that's going to serve as another entrance into here. Into the item area over there. Along with nether access. So this is where we access the nether from this build. So yeah, pretty cool. So that's what I've been working on in this world, and what I think I'm going to do... Because the problem with this build is that it's very flat, and I have an idea on how to fix that, we just can't do it yet. So, I'm probably going to build up this a little bit taller so that it actually reaches my AFK point. And we'll see how it looks with that. So I'm going to go do that. In fact, why don't I make it a time lapse? So in 3, 2, 1, time lapse. So as you can see, we got the build set up. It's going, it's great, everything looks good. Now, I also added these windows. These windows add just that little bit of extra shape to the build. Or, not shape, they break up the monotony of the wall. And while there is more we can do here, I have a plan that will help break this up even more, but we're going to have to wait a bit for me to get everything around for that. I added these windows. Okay. Ugh. So, I added these windows on a live stream. So, that's cool. If you want to see me do stuff live, it's over on Twitch at twitch.tv/MagicalNPC. The slime farm's still doing its job, which is good. So, yeah. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the progress we've made today. As I was saying, I'm pretty happy with the progress we made today. And I think this is a good place to wrap up the episode for now. So, see you all next time when we do more Minecraft Hardcore. Bye-bye!